Okay, Michael, why don't you tell everyone about the deal that we just did? It was on an HOA, a homeowners association, I think it was actually a condo for the association, not for a unit owner, but for the association.
Yeah, the entire association in South Florida, actually. They needed some capex. They had some repairs and some things to do on the property, and they actually had an existing loan from a bank under 100 grand. It just wasn't enough. So they came to us, they needed to close quickly.
Let me back up. That loan was from a previous capex that they did with a local bank who would not give them additional financing.
Right, they weren't allowed to get any more capital, I guess, to do these.
They were turned down.
Yeah, and so they needed these things done. As you know, right now in South Florida, a lot of HOAs are facing, the need to either have a certain balance in their books, or they need different work done on the property, whether it's, anything on the grounds of the actual association. And the nice part about those deals is they're easy to approve. The collateral is our association dues.
So I believe a new law was passed as a result of the tragedy that happened a couple of years ago in Surfside when the building collapsed, that condos have to have a certain amount of reserves and have a certain amount of things done. And what's happening, a lot of these condos, I don't know how to say it nicely, but they haven't been disciplined enough to increase the dues enough and have the budget. So there's a shortfall. They don't have the money. We've been financing them primarily in Florida, but we have them in Ohio, in Pennsylvania. I think we have one in Virginia, Vermont, all over the place. We're one of the few non-bank lenders who do an HOA. And it's funny, as a sidebar, we're not that much more expensive than a bank. On this deal, we charge a 12% rate, and you showed me a term sheet from a bank yesterday, and it was at 10.5%. Self-understood. If you can go to a bank, go to a bank. But a bank's not doing a lot of these deals. And
they were turned down. So, it's not that easy to go to a bank.
That's correct. We approved it. We approved it within literally a couple hours, and we closed it very quickly. Condo deals are slightly different, because first of all, there's no personal guarantees. There's no mortgage on the individual owner's unit. But you're dealing with an association and
board members,
and sometimes that takes time. But the bottom line is, and this came through us from a mortgage broker who sent us another deal we're working on. So the bottom line is,
we love these.
We love these deals. We've been doing them for years. It's a real specialty, and there's not a ton of them, but it's a great way for brokers to make money. Didn't you tell me that a new broker called up and he's just focusing on these?
That's all he's doing. Absolutely. He just closed the deal. He was the one who provided us the bank quotes, that we were able to see that we're actually very competitive.
Yeah. So it's a great way for homeowners associations, if they can't go to a bank, to come to us. We don't require deposits. There's no personal guarantees. And it's a great way, frankly, for a mortgage broker. It's a real niche product. And the paperwork's a lot different. The documentation's a lot different, but it's something we've been doing for I'm going to say more than 20 years or so, and it's a specialty.
I just want to mention one part, though.
You can mention this one.
The most important thing is we're closing that deal in maybe 10 or 15 days, so the broker's getting paid very quickly. It's not, 3 or 4 months where you have to drag out this time. You're talking about from start to finish in 2 weeks to close a deal. We'll do a few $1,000,000 if you wanted. So these are the deals where we're very excited on these
Michael,
HOA deals.
What I don't tell you, I see some of the comments, and we get a lot of single women who inquire about you. So you can talk.
Single.
You can talk as much as you want. This could be a great way to meet women.
No, but
I'm thinking back to 100 years ago when I was single. Ham it up. But anyway, approve deals directly. At Gelt, you're always going to speak to a decision maker. Michael can make a decision on the phone.
One thing though, Jack, it's very important.
Do as much as you
want.
want.
HOA, nationwide, every state, that's something, even in California, Hawaii, it's different rules with that type of a loan, so it's not the same as our first mortgage program. So if you have anyone that needs these deals, or if you want to know how to market it, give me a call and I'm happy to go over it.
Yeah, and we'll do pretty low balances. I think we did one for 30 grand or something like that. The one that we just closed was for 330 grand.
And we got one for 450.
Yeah. So whatever, we're doing them. Check us out at geltfinancial.com. Call us at 561-221-0900. What else? Oh, like the video wherever you're seeing it. Leave comments, and we will respond.
Yep.
And subscribe to the channel. Take care and have a great day. Thank you.